my clothes and my hair,
Man,
lost my eyelash. I think one of them kids at Chuck E. Cheese stole
First of
my
all, I
eyelash.
feel like you pulled up when I pulled up, but I'll let you have that win.
It's a little kid right now with a little eyelash on their arm.
The kids at Chuck E. Cheese is horrible.
It's a caterpillar on me. It's a caterpillar on me. It's a $10 eyelash.
Bro, that's funny as hell. You dropped the eyelash on the kid at Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know where my eyelash is. I don't know.
She went in Chuck E. Cheese.
I had them all.
It's probably somebody's bottom right now.
It's in the ball thing. You know that ball thing with the little kids.
Bro.
Okay, so welcome to So What You Think. This is our podcast. It's going to be Tuesday.
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Ish. Because we're never on time. Ever. So
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock ish. Something like that. So what we're going to talk about today is supporting black owned businesses. What are the requirements? Do you feel pressured into it? How do you feel about supporting your
black
own?
Business.
So let's get into it. So me, myself.
Let's give a shout out.
Oh, we're going to give a shout out to Charitee Evans.
Charity, awesome black business, man.
You take a look at that?
We got our own chips.
When I said the boy got his own money, I mean the boy got his own money.
This is super dope. I'm sure she does it for birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and whatever you have going on, but
Exclusive Decadence.
this is the sexiest bag of Cheetos
awesome.
you gonna find.
What's up?
These make your mouth water already.
That's awesome.
Who's thirsty too, also.
Gonna wet your whistle.
All right, T-Dot. So first question is what? Do we feel pressure? Because we black. Do you guys feel because you black that you be pressured and obligated or feel an obligated duty to be able to support black businesses based on race?
I do. I don't feel pressure, but I feel like it's kind of like, almost like voting is my civic duty. It's my civic duty to support the people who are brave enough to get out there and get it like that. Like if you're selling T-shirts, if you're selling housewares, if you're selling food, you've taken a risk. You've taken a leap of faith. I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna try you at least once. I'm gonna support you. That's what I do. Sometimes I buy shit I don't need.
Right.
I don't.
Like what?
I burn in my house. I burn oils.
Okay.
I burn essential oils, but I'll buy a candle from somebody who sells candles.
Okay.
If they're black.
Nothing crazy.
I bought bath bombs.
Okay.
That I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna do with my whole
Just
undercarriage. My undercarriage might not like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy it.
Coochie is, but I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
My coochie ain't right, but for the people.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
all
No.
messed up.
It's for the culture. It's for the culture. So,
Matt,
yeah.
what about you?
I feel like I try to, but I also feel like we can't do it blindly. I'm gonna hold everybody accountable.
There we go. Okay.
So I will shop with black owned business. I'm giving everybody a try because same reason she said, man, you out here hustling. I'm a black owned business myself.
Right.
I got these T-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm selling these jokes.
Yeah.
So I support because I also want to give support. Yeah. But I also know that if I don't have good product, people not messing with me. Man.
Right.
So I just encourage everybody to make sure you get your stuff on point.
Right. So
now me myself as a consumer of the black product, one thing I do not do, and it's good or bad, but I never give a black owned business a bad review. It's just what I don't do. It's one, because black owned businesses be acting ignorant. They will come for you. They will screenshot you and they will blast you and they will act a fool because you didn't have the experience that they anticipated you would have. That's the way I see it. Like,
you don't want no problem.
I don't want no problem. Like, they be like coming for your whole family. I had a situation with my niece where it was a whole family situation. Like, you gonna whoop my ass, we're gonna whoop your ass too. So it was just like, that's too much. That's too much.
Over somebody disagreeing on
because somebody made a joke and didn't like your product, and so now it's like me and my family pass hands. We pass licks.
What you have to realize is once you put yourself out there, you have given people the green light to scrutinize you however they feel.
Right.
If I put a joke out there and somebody says I'm not funny, man, I can't get mad and want to fight them. I remember I did one. I did a post making a joke about one thing, and somebody talked about my lips being crazy. Hey, I was like, that was not the point of the video. Hey, but I can't be mad if that's what they honed in on, man. I hit like on them. Actually, I did the little laugh face.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was funny. If I didn't know me personally, it would have been funny. So you got to get.
But you know you personally.
So I do know me personally, so it did hurt a little bit. I went all through their page, you know. I went to their page to see what they look like. I could have talked about their little messed up kids, but I didn't do it. I just laughed. So I'm saying you gotta be a good sport out here.
At what point? So at what point? So like we go to a black-owned business, we spend our money, which is we grinding, we all independent business owners. But I know there are some businesses that have some certain stipulations that's not up to code. So you go to a business. I went to a black-owned business that was famous. I don't want to say the name of it, but it had roaches in the establishment. So in situations like that where you order food, you gonna get your food. There might be a bug in your food, and you mean to tell me you not?
Listen, roaches takes all. You like it's you just. It just takes everything off the table. Now, me myself personally, I'm still not going to. I don't believe in blasting. I just hate the whole concept of blasting people on Facebook because that's not my energy. But
she's better than me.
If
I come in your spot, I'm telling everybody you got roaches. That's the rule. We're going to talk about you if you got roaches and let grandma, auntie, whoever.
How they going to confess it though, Mac?
We're going to talk. I'm going to tell you, I'm like, look, I might not even tell nobody on social media. Okay. But I'm going to tell everybody who just might.
That's what I would do. I would anybody who in my personal circle. I'm gonna tell my personal circle, like
I'm telling everybody.
Yo, they had baby roaches and everything. Like they didn't just have grown roaches; they had a whole colony. That's like generational roaches.
Generational roaches.
Because I grew up with roaches, so I know how to tell if you got
baby roaches. And the minute you can't say, "Oh, somebody brought that roach in." No, them roaches have a whole community. They have a HOA.
So
this is a community.
So let's say this. Okay, what about the businesses
that actually? You grew up poor. You can tell
because there are some businesses that's doing well. And so I was studying Black history about the Black Wall Street, about how it was like the most prominent economical business and foundation in America. So as far as Black history, do you guys feel like we've owned up to the legacy as far as the standards that we have and who we are?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because we're too busy worrying about who's going to be better, who's going to be more lucrative, who's going to look more lucrative for the business than us, because at the end of the day, I mean, the whole crabs in the barrel, we still have that mentality. Yeah. We still have the mentality that I don't want Mack O to do more than me because then nobody's going to pay attention to me. That's just how we think. Me, myself, I have had this week alone, I have supported, I think from Saturday to Saturday, it's been at least 8 Black-owned businesses. And I can proudly say that I have supported, and each one of them I have made a post like, this is this business, this is this business, this is this business.
You feel like it's changing?
I feel like it is.
When we went to your comedy special to see everybody there at the comedy special, and then like it was different ethnic groups, but to see a lot of Black people coming together for something like that, I think often we overlook the actual individuals that are key factors in supporting when it comes to Black business, because there are a lot of people. I'm a business owner. I sell insurance. I'm an author, but I know people that actually are intentional about supporting me, not like, buying nunchucks just because the person is Black to me. Like, well,
if you selling nunchucks, I will buy them, sisters and brothers. I don't need them, but I will buy them.
Stuff. I got tea I'm not going to drink.
I don't even drink tea. I don't even like tea.
You don't like tea?
No, because after I make it, I'm going to put so much sugar in it. Whatever your intentions was when you made the tea, it's going to be Kool-Aid.
She said, I'm going to get diabetes no matter what you drink.
Whatever you make, it's going to be diabetic.
No, she ain't getting diabetes because we doing water. We ain't doing Cripa-Cola. We doing water.
My tea is going to be diabetical.
This water is fat-free, calorie-free.
No carbs.
Sugar-free.
Yeah.
Sucker-free.
You know what I'm saying?
And it ups your sex drive.
Does it?
Yes. I drink it all the time.
Fellas, get with it.
I promise you, if that's a way to sell anything to me personally, a lot of men in general, but I'm just going to speak for myself. If you tell me this will up your sex drive, I'm
drinking it.
I'm going to try. I'm at least going to try. At least one to try. What's the word?
Me, myself, what I do, and I'm not a Black-owned business, but I work for different Black-owned businesses. So I promote for those businesses. So at the end of the day, when I invite people to come to these Black-owned businesses, and then I feel like at that point they do come, they do support my events. I have 2 nights in particular They support them, and so at that point, then I feel like when they do something, it's only right that I support them too.
Right.
Like, let me throw that because I get paid
At one
commission.
point. Right.
So if you on my page,
Right.
Yes. Everything she said, did I?
Right.
But I love supporting black businesses, and I think the mentality, a lot of people, we get stuck thinking that we don't support, and that gets a lot of businesses stopping before they even begin.
Right.
I think a lot of it is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
Because what I see, when I look around, I don't see that.
Right.
I see black businesses thriving. I see people doing things that are working.
See, that's not
so I think a lot of it is perspective.
Yeah.
And I think when we, like you said, when we do see it happening, we need to embrace it. I looked at my show, like you talked about. Lakeitha had one afterwards.
It was
here at the Ice event.
Right, we're here at the Ice right now, so shout out to Ice event.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Fleming and Ray Brown for letting us shoot in their space. You gotta love. Anybody want us to do our show at their place for free?
Right. So, so I believe that a lot of it is we have to change our mentalities. We have to be, and we have to expect. We have to, from the business owner's point of view, we have to set high standards.
You know what we need to do?
And expectations.
And stop expecting discounts, man.
Ah!
This is the thing. Like, I don't mind spending money. I'm just being real with y'all, man. I don't mind spending money,
you
man.
Preach.
On any individual that is that's actually looking to, support their family, man. Because at the end of the day, we gotta be mindful of that. I was thinking about Martin Luther King and how they fought for economic inclusion and, Black Wall Street, how, the black dollar was worth over $700 million and how, like, the average family was making $500 a day. And you look about how it is with every other culture, they put their money in the pot, right? And they end up creating a state of abundance. But then us, we have such a scarcity mindset where one thing, we want to look at what other individuals are doing. We want to either comment, we want to be negative about it before we even look to invest in an individual. So I think that as far as a businessman, we need to start being where we want to contribute. We want to start putting forth, because it gets reciprocated, man. That's the problem I have. It's just discounts, man.
And the hookup, listen. Let's wait. This is what I know a lot of friends. I have friends that had businesses, and I walked in, and they want to give me hookups on drinks, things that are $5, $6, $7. Those are things I can afford anyway.
Right.
So I tell them, look, man, let me pay for this kind of stuff because these nickels and dimes are the ones that put you out of business.
Straight up.
Let me go ahead and pay for this. I want my hookup when it's big.
Right.
I want to get a hookup at the car lot.
When you got 5 clubs, then I want to come in and get my champagne for free. I don't want my little $5 vodka. No, I got that. I want you to really, really get big, and then that's when I want my hookup.
That's awesome.
And I think we too small-minded. Like, we won't hook up on things that we can really afford.
That you don't need.
We don't even need. Just to say, like, we were like, okay, this is my friend. This is his business. I should be able to eat that for free. But if he has a lot of friends and he feels obligated to do that with everybody, then how can that man eat? If he has to take care of everybody that comes in his business has to eat for free.
That's like when I worked the door at a club, and it would be people that felt as though because either they went to high school with the owner or they knew the owners, for whatever reason, they felt like at that point they were entitled to get it for free. So it got to the point, to me, I'm like, now that I see that when the club is over, he got to pay security, he got to pay the DJs, he got to pay the bartenders a flat fee, he got to pay the people who are cleaning up, he got to pay me.
Right.
This is, the money that's at that door, that's major. Like, so I fell out with a friend because I made him pay to get in. He deleted me. I paid
$10.
Listen,
is that really a friend though?
Listen,
he's a spoiled baby.
Check this out.
Okay.
Not only will they not want to pay, they'll feel disrespected.
Yeah, man.
They feel like
you have the audacity.
The nerve.
Pay for the same thing. And I understand the mentality. I do, because I've been on the other side. I've been places where you're like, well, show me some love. But now I've matured.
Right.
And I see the other side.
I see what they do after the fact, because it's not just
it's a lot of people going broke trying to show love. Yeah. And at the end of the day, man, you can show your love on the other side. Right.
But the hookup, when you try to get the hookup, you got to remember that these people are, even if they own a restaurant, if they own a club, if they own just anything, 9 times out of 10, they feed families. Right. Like, I work for clubs. Not all the money that they make is going into their pockets. They are actually, paying out. And you know, I work there because I have to pay for my kids. I'm like, this is them little tools and fuels. I make sure I can cash it. They add up. Too.
But then you'll wait in line, get up at 5 in the morning,
go get some fucking Jordans.
Like, please take my money.
Right.
I need to be one of the first people in line before you to please.
That's real, man.
So I'm saying, and
that's real.
If we treat each other like that, then our stuff can have the same value.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
And then when we billionaires, all the shoes are free.
Straight up.
That's how that works.
Unless they look like Yeezys. I don't know if
And I'm not going to support you if you are consistently talking about who does not support you.
Right.
That ain't, you know what? Because then I feel like you're more invested in people who don't show you love than people that who do show you love. So, you know what? If you constantly talking about, I had somebody make a sub post about not supporting them, but me offering them a free birthday party. I'm like, well, at this point, I'll never support you.
Right.
We got
talk about it.
This got personal.
So I'm just saying, another thing is like, man, everything doesn't have to be about money, but I mean, even if you're not, investing as far as money, you can share a person, you can promote a person's business on Facebook. You're on Facebook anyway.
Let's all just love each other.
Yeah,
like really, in real life, it sounds corny and all that, man. But it's really, man, if we just show love, be happy to see other people win.
Yeah.
I promise you, in real life, you'll win easier like that.
Yeah.
Like
when one win, we all win.
Like you can receive more.
When one win, we all win.
On to what you got, you can't get no more.
So make sure y'all comment at the leave your comments.
Yeah.
Share the video. Subscribe to this page. We are trying to do something different in Oklahoma, so make sure y'all subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your cousins, have your mama look at it, all that. And,
hey man, give your black business a shout out too, man, because there are a lot of incredible black entrepreneurs that I know of that are doing amazing things, man. So we want to say we appreciate the support. Tag them, like them, get you some chips, you know what I'm saying?
The sexiest bag of chips.
You guys, we're advertised for you as well, man. We always looking for sponsorship. We always looking at ways that we can help each other build, man, because at the end of the day, it's all about empowerment and making sure we live the life that we want to live, all right? Appreciate you guys. I'm Preach.
I'm T-Dot.
I'm Mack O.
All right, so what you think?
We're going to open the chips first.
I did.
You opened your... Did you?